Good evening. We are picking up roughly where we left off last week. I do actually have a new mouse, because my previous mouse was, quite old, and it was starting to, like, ghost click and also drop clicks. Which are kind of like the two main things that you need a mouse to not do. But unfortunately, the exact model that I was using before is no longer for sale, so this is an entirely new one with a weird form factor that I'm not used to. So basically, if I don't do super well today, blame the mouse, not me. Also, congratulations, Jake Straw, on being first. Mannitides need nitroglycerin. My plan is coming together splendidly. The autonomous technology you liberated from Quiles will be the crown of my creation. Actually, their technology is so far ahead of the competition that I decided to upgrade Hollow Rock security with their robots. They are due to be deployed there within the next few minutes. Now, there is just one thing missing to complete my masterpiece: nitroglycerin. Unfortunately, it requires a license to be purchased, a license I do not have. However, Quiles is regularly receiving large quantities of it. As a matter of fact, they received a shipment yesterday. It'd be fabulous if you could pay them a visit and bring back as much as possible. As usual, you will be generously compensated. The other main thing is you might see me, like, overshoot or undershoot different things, because I'm not quite as used to how to move the mouse to get it from point A to point B. Guard robots will set the alarm, I guess. Or not. I guess I just have to avoid them. Can I get you to come around this, go around this corner? Hi. Oh. That is the opposite of helping. I think I just made it worse for myself. Oh, that's another thing. I've actually been using my mouse to swap between things, so the buttons are in different places now. So I might not be quite as quick on the draw on those as I have been. Oh. Bye. There we go, there's nothing much underneath it. I'll just put this back here in case I need to do that again. You're curious to try an ergonomic mouse that tilts everything to about 45 degrees by raising the thumb side higher? I've never tried one of those myself. I've seen a similar thing with like a vertical mouse. Like the full 90 degrees. Yeah, I usually use waterproof material sample. Also an achievement, find 100 valuables. Yeah, I usually use MMO mice, so mice with like a lot of buttons under the thumb. So There are 7 total. It's nitroglycerin, so if I'm not incredibly careful, it'll explode. There's actually some directly in front of me. That explains the hazard symbol on the crate. Luckily, this doesn't seem nearly as heavy as the barrel's full of blue tide, so I can kind of just drag this along and it'll be okay. An excellent start. Also, it seems that getting spotted by a robot doesn't actually set off the alarm, so that works for me. As long as I can incapacitate them. Which I evidently can. Which I might have to demonstrate again shortly. Hey, how's it going? So how does this make you feel? Could I ask you to take a step forward? Kind of like that. Take a step forward, please. Onto the elevator. You want a better shot, right? I'm right here, hello. Yeah, screw it. Wait, what's blue? What's kicking up blue particles? Does your blood turn blue if you start carrying too much money? Is that what's happening here? Okay, where was I? For comparison, or just for the sake of like, letting you know, the button that is physically located where 4 used to be located is now 5. So if it ever feels like I ought to be going for like explosives and then I pull out the stuff on 5, that's why. Can I push you around? No, I can't. Okay, looping you with the shotgun doesn't really work. I guess I need a vehicle for that. Or maybe a rocket launcher if I was farther away. Oh, that does knock it down. And then I can move it. So if I can stun it, I can move it around and do that to it. Awesome, okay. I'm learning. Okay, so there's gonna be a nitroglycerin probably in that little storage thing that was down here that I saw earlier. Yep. Box of semiconductors. It occurs to me that I don't actually know off the top of my head what a semiconductor actually is. Because, like, my first thought would be, like, something that's only partially conductive. But then my second thought is, wait, no, everything's conductive, it's just a question of, like, how much. What if I can drop this onto the boat and not have it explode? Technically a success. The best kind of success. Yeah, the only problem with, like, the rocket drag strat is that I've only got 9 rockets left. I might want to end up going to, like... I might want to end up going back to, like, the hub and buying more rockets. Granted, I don't have to destroy all the robots. And, like, I do have, I do have the option of using vehicles. Oh dear, I do not want to try moving nitroglycerin with this thing shooting at me. Hey, how's it going? It's like, it might be a better use of my time to, like, cut my losses here, go buy more rockets, then come back. Sticking a bomb on it and then running was kind of what I was thinking. Ow. You can't see me if there's a pixel in the way. You wanna walk around that door? There we go. Oh, I was not prepared to handle this thing. That did not go well for me. Why am I taking damage? That'd be why. Let's try that again, because I don't want to spend bombs and not have the thing end up down here. I'm gonna quick save at the top of this thing. I wonder if there's a place to see how much money I have in a mission. Probably not, it's not really pertinent info in a mission. Not up here. Hey, how's it going? You know what? I could probably use a vehicle for this. This is probably a job for a vehicle. This forklift sucks. I said I was gonna save my game once I got up here, didn't I? So that was a lie. Okay, this is working way better. Forgive the definition of working. At least I died as I lived. within the blast radius of a bomb that I myself set. I wonder if I could Skyrim it, by which I mean, could I like put something over top of it so that it could never see me again? I wonder how reasonable that'd be. Yeah, exactly. I wonder if I can Skyrim it. Top 25 camping spots in Locale. I also wonder if I wouldn't have an easier time, like, shoving it around off to the side rather than trying to go through the building, which will collapse under the weight of a vehicle. Hey, it's me. You mad? You wanna do something about it? You wanna come get me? Did that robot just teabag me? I think it did. I need these doors to stay open so that the robot can leave, funnily enough. Honestly, that should work. Don't get me? If I just, like, do that, I don't think that's gonna... Will that stop her from moving? No, it won't. I should probably actually figure out where I want to take this thing before I try to take it somewhere. Okay, so if I take it around this corner, that takes it here. I probably can't disable that one as easily. So I probably just want to distract it and then, like, run with the nitroglycerin. I might even make that the last one that I grab. This one, I can probably get into that water. Oh, hello. Hey, don't mind me. Could I entice you into following me around this corner? Thank you. Over the thing, please. Why are you so fat? Alright, this is fine. Up and over, up and over, up and over. Ugh. They do not stay stunned for long. I wasted way too many pipe bombs on that. That said, this is definitely an incentive to, like, actually spend money on, ammunition. Okay, so there's a robot in there. There's also a robot over there, which would probably be easier to take care of first if I can get to it without anybody else taking offense. Wait, hold up. Is that laser still there? Can I kill robots with a laser? Or are they immune to that too? Laser is functional. Okay, there's even a robot right over there. It's like I'll turn it off until the robot walks by, and then I'll try to, like, zap it. Then I turned around and it was already past. Will it see the laser, and if so, what will the laser do to it? Laser does nothing. Alright, good to know. I mean, that is valuable information. I can still use the laser to, like, carve away parts of the level if it comes to that. Please come with me. Or just go down there. It's all the same to me. I think I should maybe, like, change my mentality from kill all the robots to actually do my job and take the nitroglycerin back to the boat. As soon as I saw that I could fight the robots, I was like, oh, clearly I ought to kill them all. Which, to be fair, would make this a lot easier, but, like, it's not mandatory. Here. Please do not be shooting near this thing. Not sure if that was the smartest quick save of my life, but it sure was a quick save. Never mind, it was a very, very wise quick save. Target exploded. It's hard to see anything with this thing in the way. Imagine coming across the sight of somebody, like, doing this to get a nitroglycerin canister down some stairs. Like, at that point, I'd be like, you know what? Perhaps I should take the day off. Perhaps I should just go home. I don't think I need to be told how to do this, don't worry. I'll work it out. What was that? Oh, I'm stealing nitroglycerin. That was not the button I thought I was pushing. Surprised I got away with that. Yeah, I am trying to jump down with it and have it not explode, rather than just carrying it down like a normal person. Exactly, normal fox things. How am I supposed to explode things without a healthy supply of nitroglycerin? There we go. I could add sand to turn it into TNT. I could add sand to turn it into TNT. I think that'd be a downgrade. Pretty sure Minecraft TNT doesn't explode like that. Assuming that that's what you're alluding to. There's some right there. Okay, so it looks like there's some on the ledge up there. You know, regrettably, I think making the nitroglycerin less explosive is not on my list of things that I'm allowed to do with it. Okay, I'm gonna have to deal with this robot. Yep, these are security robots that, do a reasonably good job of trying to keep me out of things. Just gonna... a little bit of that. Fall off myself. Assert dominance? No, probably. Yeah, earlier I tried stealing from these things at a mall, and I discovered that if you hold something up between you and them, they can't see you, which can include the thing that you're stealing. So I just walked in, grabbed things, and just held it up in front of my face and walked out, and they didn't do anything about it, because they couldn't tell that I was there. Alright, robot. You hear that? You hear me? You know where I am? Because I don't know where you are. But I'd like to find out. Please go over the edge. Works for me. Alright. Yeah, as far as I can tell, the only way to actually incapacitate those robots is with submerging them. Otherwise, I would simply blast them with rockets until they died. I am not above such things. I believe I tried connecting them to the ground with cables, and they just were strong enough to walk and detach it. Like, the cables really don't hold up if there's any force at all being applied to them. Yeah, I just tie them all to the ceiling. Alas, it does not work that way. Okay, a couple more things up here. I'm just gonna take a drink of water. Thank you for the head pats. I'll also hydrate myself while I'm at it, because I just drank. But I do appreciate the head pats. Okay, looks like there's a thing up there. There's nitroglycerin over there. Let's see if I can get this down without incident. Oh dear. This, I would say, falls under the category of incident. You gonna come out, or...? Took a bit of a tumble, did you? Come on! Bit more of a tumble, please! There we go. Bye. Okay, -1 robot. We take those. Yes, sir. Thank you. Let's just get this thing back to where I was. Not the noise you want to be hearing if you can help it. This is fine. There we go. Who needs quick saves? I can see that being like an interesting challenge run, is like a no-saving loading run of this game. Just like one shot all the way through. If you mess something up, that's that. It would definitely be very punishing, but I can also see the appeal in, like, attempting to do that if you had, like, the level of mastery required to even consider attempting it. Robot successfully hydrated. I just saw that. Oh, thank you for the rotation. I appreciate it. So, robot's down here now. Hi. Into the drink with you. Bye. I want to get up to where that other nitroglycerin is stored. Here we are. I thought there was an elevator here. I thought I remembered such a thing. Those ominous grinding and crunching noises just means that it's working. And then I pick it up, get leg swept by it, and explode. This is fine. This is exactly the same spot where I took a few tries earlier. This is fine. What if I just did this? That got closer than I thought it would, if I'm being entirely honest. So bit of that. A bit less of that, please. Imagine taking a nitroglycerin canister to the face, which then explodes, and it not immediately deleting your entire health bar. Excellent. Now it's just the one up there to do. Now there is a robot in the way. But hopefully I can get in its way more than it gets in mine. Failing that, I hope I can kill it. Now there is a potential cheeky solution. Oh hey. Motivational Reminder Appreciation Token / Jillian Worth $250. Don't know what that means. Like, imagine if I, like, used planks or something, got the nitroglycerin up here, and just kind of, like, took it over top of the robot. That'd be funny, I think. That said, ideally I could just drive a vehicle through here and take that thing straight out the front. I don't know if I can do that without breaking the floor, though. Looks like I could, actually. So maybe I just take a few swings at that until it actually happens. See, the hope there was that you would fall. I'm just gonna hang out down here, where it can't find me. Fine. You are really annoying. Unfortunately for it, I'm better at that than it is. Alright. Let's take this through here. Getting snagged on. You know, it just occurred to me that there's a much easier way to do this. I was like, how am I gonna drop it down that distance without it exploding? It's like, what if I just didn't drop it? What if I just took the elevator? Slight mistakes may have been made, just a little bit. Come on. Over there, go! This is fine. And get it. And off we go. Thank you for the head pats. My cash is nearly 10,000. AC dinner tomorrow. Amenitized truck exterminator. Business has been really good lately. I think we should celebrate. Do you want to come over to Cullington for dinner tomorrow? I can make that mushroom casserole that you love. It is with great pleasure that I present to you the truck exterminator. Behold its glory. I have instructed my people to deploy this marvel tomorrow. It'll be such a joy watching it take care of my problems once and for all. As a token of appreciation for your sublime work, I've arranged a small gift. Since we have managed to keep each other's identities and whereabouts concealed, I had it placed in the warehouse on Hollow Rock Island. Pick it up at a convenient time for you. I am certain you'll find your way in. Meanwhile, for your Tournament, We finally have a case. I got the warrant, and I'm preparing the raid against Hollow Rock. Just one minor problem. It seems Amanatize has upgraded security once again, and I'm not sure it's safe for us to head over there uninvited. I know how this may sound, but we've come this far, haven't we? Could you pay a visit and make sure the place is safe before we show up tomorrow? I want to spend money buying, like, more rockets, but I also want to hit 10,000 first. Luckily, I happen to know about something. So, while I was playing around with photo mode, I actually did find an area. And this seems like as fine an occasion as any to go to it. There's in one of the garages. It might have been this one, it might have been... Not this one. Okay. This one, I think? Yeah. So it's the one down by the racetrack? Okay. Oh, Lazy Express, $200. Lookout times, 53. William Wu wins again. O'Neill T. First place race championship, William Wu. Rest in peace, Dad. Oh. I'll just put that back there. Okay, I thought there might have been more in there, but I guess it's just like a shrine to his father. Anyway, now I'm above 5 digits, so now I can spend money and not feel like I missed out on that. I wonder if increasing the blast of this thing would help it knock robots back further. That's kind of my my metric right now. Okay, raid on Hollow Rock. Let's actually, you know what? I got spare money. Let's see if that helps. Droid dismount. Neutralize security robots by dumping them in the ocean. Clear the area for the big raid. So this time I actually do want to kill them all. Oh, a little bit of nitroglycerin there. So it is literally hello. That was a bit bigger than the others. So this one is just straight up kill them all. Ooh, gift. Ooh, tank. Don't mind if I do. Though I do believe it's cooking me in the cockpit, which is less than ideal. He's trying his best. Try it. Come try it. Just try and cook me. Come on, down here. You can do it. I believe in you. I believe you suck. Like that is belief. Ow, 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 ow. Well, it might suck, but it did set me on fire, so like, who's the real loser? It does not knock them further. Oh well, the important thing was the rounds. That thing's big. Hey, how's it going? Oh dear, this thing has bombs of its own. Please, go over the thing. I'm sure this will work, I just have to try the same thing over and over again. That's the definition of sanity. You know, these pots are, as far as I can tell, completely indestructible to anything other than being dunked. Though explosions do stun them briefly, which I have been leveraging. There we go. There's that spider bot. Which I think lines up neatly with this thing. I just have to get there, eventually. At my own pace. Get in there. I think it's cooking me. This definitely feels like the way to go. Hey, what's up? It is time for me. Let's go. Ow, ow, ow. Into the water with us. Water. There we go. Okay, it's a little bit of an awkward spot to do so, but we're going to take a 5-minute break here. Please use this time to refill your beverage, go to the bathroom. Anything that would take you about 5 minutes. I will see you shortly. I return. Roughly a minute early, but like, who's counting? Right, there's one there. And if it wants to walk itself over there, that's fine by me. On my bones. Over the edge, please. What this game needs is the strength upgrades from Repo. So I can just, like, hoist more. Just casually lift the robot over my head and just fling it into the sea. No explosion needed. Down there with you. Excellent. Oh dear, hi, what's up? Oh, right, I made the blast radius on the rocket launcher bigger. That would explain some things, like why I couldn't blast it that close and not die. It actually feels a teensy bit like a downgrade now, actually. My rocket launcher is less of a precision instrument now. You wanna take a step forward? Maybe several? No? Don't worry, I'll just clean up your mess for you. Vault, hello. Yeah, I wonder if I can get, like, 2 birds with 1 stone here. I need this thing to, like, circle back around and end up over here. Come on, a little bit further, please. Not quite like that. I like how I didn't even destroy the door over here. The robots are just so clumsy that it just burst through it like the Kool-Aid Man at some point. There we go, beautiful. Yeah, over there. Like that. Ow, 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 ow. Rude. Don't let it see me. Wait until it goes over there. I'm just gonna aim at the propane. And I get all of that out of the way at once. I did not do a very good job getting that all out of the way at once. Get down there. Okay, that hurt a bit, but got the job done. Let's get the fires out of the way. Actually, there is no fire alarm here. Wait, that didn't kill it. Ow. I kind of want a refund on this rocket launcher. Like, the extra power seems to have only caused it to hurt me more. This is fine. Actually, in hindsight, blowing up the propane probably wasn't super wise, because I could just toss it down at him once he was down. Ow, my bones. This is fine. Okay, probably into the water with you. Thank you. I wonder if I should take care of the gunner first. The one that, like, keeps walking in and taking care of me. That's probably the wiser course of action. Are there any nearby vehicles I could use for the job? There's this thing. Oh, I'm in the crane up top. Interesting. Well, that didn't go very well. There's a bigger crane over here. Not quite how I envisioned that going, but if it works, it works. Just 2 more to go, one patrolling over there, probably in the tunnels actually. And one right there. Truly the pinnacle of AI. Oh, nice big pop into the air. Come on, closer to the edge, please. Into the water, please. Excellent. Now the last one, which I'm pretty sure is in these tunnels. Which I think I can get to through this wall. Yeah. That is indeed the situation. Ow, 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 that's a rocket bot. Okay. Actually, isn't there water, like, right in here? Ugh. Like, is that enough water? I feel like it's not enough water. No, wait, there we go. It is. Awesome. Easier than I thought it was gonna be. Awesome. Alright. Okay, so while I'm free, like while I have no obligations, no remaining obligations, I should say. Okay, looks like a really solid vault. Okay, I want that. I see a vent. I presume that this entire thing is just surrounded on all sides. So I probably gotta like Deus Ex my way in. Ooh, hey. Vacuum cleaner. Where am I? Over here. I was about to be like, you know what, I could use photo mode for this. And before I could say anything, this thing entered my field of view. Okay, that's a little bit too, not gonna work. I just did the same thing a second time. I did it like that. Got no traction on this. Nope, there we go. I thought I had the sledge equipped. What if I do this? Let me jump. May I please jump? No? Imagine if I had like a placeable light. That'd make my life easy. This is a little bit janky. Sadly, I don't think I can strap a rocket thruster to my feet. Otherwise, I'd simply try that. Okay. So I want to try and do, like, the shallowest angles possible so I can, like, get up there without blocking myself. So, like, what if I try this? Okay. Okay, okay. Okay. I got a ton of these planks, so it doesn't need to be efficient. I did it. $400 bag of cash. 1,500 stack of gold bullion. I feel like that gold would be worth way more than that. That was a lot of gold. Oh well. I'm happy. There's no such thing as loot safe from a fox. I was kind of hoping I could just go straight through the wall with that. This is fine. You know, gold is really, really expensive. And off we go. Virtuoso. Accompanied by a cash reward. I basically just got paid $5,000 to steal, like, $2,000. Amanatides. What an outrage. The police are raiding Hollow Rock and practically swarming the place. Unfortunately, I managed to hide in the vault. From here, I'll be able to slink out through the emergency exit. I am astonished that they somehow managed to pull this off, but it is of no concern anymore. My people are deploying the truck exterminator this very minute, and I will have my well-deserved revenge. I may as well reveal how I found out whilst I wait for the ruckus to calm down. While scrutinizing the mall security tapes with the new manager, we caught a glimpse of a yellow man marked LTS. With a bit of research, we managed to locate the same van parked on a driveway in Collington. Well, what used to be a driveway and what used to be Collington, I would wager that I will get the last laugh after all. Race the Turtleman. We got him. I can't believe this is all over. We managed to make the arrest just as he was trying to sneak out through a hidden exit. If this was legit and all, I'd make sure that you were given a medal, but the way things panned out, eternal glory and respect from Locale's next chief deputy is all that I have to offer. Well done. Hope you haven't already left for Collington. Can we make it a late dinner? I picked up the new solarium today and I wanted to try it out. Don't call. I'll lock myself up in the basement with Sunny Max for the next couple of hours. See you tonight, all day and up. That's my old car that I gave to my mom. He's blaming her for what I did. Save Tracy and Collington by making sure Mr. Amanatide's truck exterminator falls into the ocean without exploding. Into the ocean, huh? Without exploding. Okay, so I can't just hop into it and redirect it. Is this a proximity sensor? I presume that it is. I'll take that as a yes. So I have to make it hit the water without anything getting in the way of that laser, I guess. And of course without without blowing it up myself. Hey, that's a bit farther left than I was hoping for. So yeah, taking the tanks out of it is kind of what I was thinking earlier. I just didn't have the way to do so. I don't know if I should consider that an option. Oh, I wonder if that's an impact trigger rather than a proximity thing. Like if something touches it, maybe it explodes, and it falls over. Okay. Okay, yes, it is impact. Alright, alright. I don't have a lot of time to case this thing. Definitely need to just redirect it. I wonder if I can, like, pull these things off. Like, what's... These things feel loose. What's actually got them attached? Okay, that doesn't work. Yeah, the whole thing feels like something that I'm not really... I feel like I'm not meant to mess with the track. I think I'm just meant to give it a path. So, let's get it pointed the right way. That didn't accomplish as much as I'd hoped it would. Let's get that down. Let's boop this thing slightly to the right. Actually, I wonder if I could get the basket of this, I wonder if I could get the basket of this thing underneath the truck. I probably can't, but it'd be really funny if I could. It's like, if I can get the truck off the ground so that it loses traction. Then I have all the time in the world. Not quite what I was thinking, but this does work. This does work. Okay, so now I just have to clear a path. time limits are really only as limited as your imagination, if you think about it. As long as it's like a soft time limit and not like a hard time limit. But that was a soft time limit, so assuming that it isn't going to just like explode after a certain amount of time regardless, which would kind of suck. Come on, keep going. Right, it doesn't have to be flat, it just has to be flat enough. Right, let's get these out of the way. Okay, so hypothetically I can just give it a path like this. Might take a few tries to line it up properly, but like... doesn't seem too unreasonable. It'd be really funny if, like, at the end of all of this, it was a tree that messed me up again. One last time. Alright, straight shot. Just gotta set the thing right back up and set it on this path. And make sure it doesn't, like, get off the path. A little bit less, please. We could just do a little bit of this. Perfect. Godspeed. As long as it doesn't, like, go over something and, like, adjust its path as a result, this should just work. might need to take out that fence or scooch it a teensy little bit to the left. Just a tiny little bit. Just a little, just the tiniest little boop. I think this is fine. Get that out of the way just in case. Oh. Awesome. Bye. I did it. I unlocked the police officer's playable character. Thank you for the headpats. Following the spectacular arrest on Hollow Rock Island involving a vault with a secret tunnel. Oh, thank you for the headpats. I appreciate them. Now, Teardown isn't actually over. There's a couple of DLC campaigns. And I've had so much fun that I'm going to do them. It's like I hunger for more vandalism. Also, the protagonist's mother just hanging out with a fox girl amuses me. You know, this game is super fun. Like, I kind of bounced off it at first because I thought that it was just going to be like a destruction simulator, and then it turned out to be much more of like a heist game. At least outside of like the sandbox mode. But like once I went in with like the proper expectations, I had a really good time. It's already over? Yep, I beat the main campaign. There are 2 DLC campaigns, I believe. Well, calling it DLC is not entirely, I'm pretty sure you don't have to pay for them. They're just available. There's like 2 extra campaigns is perhaps the better way to put it. But yes, that was the main thing. Every main objective, every optional objective. Lots of explosions. Some of them not even including me in the blast radius. I also broke into the vault before they hinted about how to get into the vault, so that was fun. I was like, I see collectibles, I must hunt. Yeah, again, Teardown's not over. There's, I think, like I say, 2 campaigns. There's one where you play as Gordon Wu's daughter, and there's one where you go back in time, I think. Yeah, this game's very much been fun. Public and influencer relations. Imagine influencer relations team being a thing that companies have to have. That's kind of insane. It makes sense though in like the modern like social media climate. It's still just a little bit insane to me though. Like yes, our company has like a person or persons whose entire job it is to make sure that people on social media with lots of followers are saying nice things. Like, a social media manager is one thing, it's like your presence, but like an influencer manager kind of implies that like you're specifically reaching out to people. But yeah, I do believe that the extra campaigns are here. It's art vandals, I think, and I can't remember what the other one's called. It might just be art vandals, actually. Yeah. Art Vandals, a Teardown expansion. I just wondered that there were two of them. I might be misremembering. Freya Wu in Art Vandals. Yeah, I could have sworn that there was one where you like go back in time. That might be this one. Probably isn't. I'm not sure. I was Freya Wu all along. Ooh, cell phone. From Enid Mom Humans. Hi, Freya. Could you clean up the tools in in the showroom before you do your paper round? You know how cranky Gordy can be if it's a mess when he gets home. Hugs and kisses. Okay, so this is Freya's room. I don't have anything but my cell phone. I got my tools. Gun. So my mother just gave me a gun, alright. Blowtorch, plank, cable, blue tide. Do these things have limited ammo? Alright. Sledge, spray can, jackhammer. Extinguisher. I can get behind this. Oh, it's cute. I like this car. Drive to Hildegard? I'm not sure how to pronounce that. Paper girl. 20 old newspapers. Cell phone. From Jimmy Work. Oops, those are yesterday's papers by your car. We messed up, so feel free to dispose of them. Prepare your 60-second delivery run, and then wait in your car for Kyle to drop off today's papers. Okay, so instead of stealing things, I'm delivering them? That's kind of funny. Once you deliver the papers, the timer will stop. You can walk back to your car, use the old papers to practice your shots. There are 5 targets. Okay. These things kind of move like the pipe bombs from the main campaign. So there's a thing here. I wonder if I'm allowed to use my car for the paper run. Or if I have to, if I have to do it on foot. That is some powerful paper. Fun fact, I also used to have a paper delivery job. where what I would do to deliver them is I would just walk up and I would like put them like on somebody's step. I wasn't allowed to put them into mailboxes because I wasn't actually like I wasn't actually like a mail person. But one time there was a person standing on their porch and they were just like, just throw it to me. And I was like, oh, I shouldn't. And they were like, no, it's fine, just throw it to me. So I threw it and I missed quite substantially. And it flew over and it hit like a glass lamp and broke it. And I was mortified. But the guy was just laughing his ass off. Pardon my French. Oh wait, I might not be able to use my car, but I can definitely use other people's. I also wonder if the paper has to stay in the circle. I'm just gonna set it off. I didn't actually check to see if I could, Okay, it vanishes. Can I use my car for this? I don't think I can, but can I? No, I cannot. Alright. Luckily, there's a nice looking car right there. There's a water gap there. I wonder if I could jump a car? Or if it'd be more worth my time to, like, jump myself down there and then climb up. See, I hit that thing, then I want to go that way. No, I want to go that way, down this dirt road. Or up this dirt road, I guess. Doing this in a low-riding vehicle might not be faster than walking. So speaking of a vehicle that's not low-riding... Yeah, let me get here. I wonder if this is the art that I'm vandalizing. I could hypothetically jump over here and then run up here like this. That is an option. Though this one being here kind of makes that tricky. There are vehicles over here as well that I might consider using. I kind of just want to grab this monster truck and use it to get up here. Jumping off this way. If I want to make it all at once, I would need to use a vehicle for that. How fast does this thing accelerate? Pretty fast. Okay, this could hypothetically just make it all the way across, actually. This is not incredibly fast, but this is working. If I could just make this like a straight line to there, and then like a monster truck straight line from there. This probably isn't so difficult as to require, like, perfectly straight lines from point to point. But I'm kind of enjoying just using the jackhammer, if I'm being entirely honest about my motivations. It's like, haha, infinite metal breaking. We take those. Alright, so I come through like this. Hit this monster truck here. I move this thing out of the way. I think these are called threshers, don't quote me on that. It slows down very slowly. Let's get the monster truck from up there. The display on the jackhammer looks nice. I like that. A remote detonated charge? Interesting. Wonder what's going on with that. I wonder if that's, like, going to go off and I'm gonna get blamed for it. Like, oh, there was nobody else in the area, so it had to have been you, kind of deal? Perhaps? So I come through here. I do have Blue Tide. So I come up here like this. That is so much faster than the other vehicle. I gotta be careful not to Austin Powers this, a movie that I've never actually seen. Come over here. Oh, you're definitely meant to ramp this. Deliver it. I can probably make it across if I do a better jump. I'll do the thing, go this way, jump. Then that gets me cleanly over here, and if I'm careful, or like if I set the area up ahead of time, I might even be able to just keep driving it. What if there's anything fun up there? An old radio. Kirsten Saravak Appreciation Exhibition. Assuming I didn't mangle the pronunciation of that. I guess it's like a recreation of like a medieval type town thing. Ooh, axe. I wish to have the axe. For explicitly illegal purposes. BGM here is nice. Oh, thank you for the rotation and the hydration. I appreciate them both. Okay, so I jump, I land about here. My gun does have limited bullets. But that's fine because I've got the jackhammer. Luckily, when I had a paper route, I never had to do anything like this. I mostly just had to deal with dogs attacking me. Usually while the owners were nearby and coin flip whether or not they were yelling at the dog to stop attacking me or laughing at the dog and encouraging them to keep doing it. Like, you really did see both. Okay, so I think I'm probably not staying in the vehicle, so I'll probably keep going this way. Probably come through here, probably want to shot through to that delivery thing. Looks like I'm running through. That shot should work. I'm going this way. I toss one down there. I'm probably going to want a car here to get out of here quickly with. Looks like maybe this one. The guard girl takes local art there with Storm. Okay, so I come around this way. I could probably hop out of the truck and just make this shot. Very large propane thing. It's a really rough plan, but like, usually you don't need to be like incredibly hyper-optimized. Okay, so I would go like this. I came out the wrong end, good to know. Okay, that time I came out the right end. Now I'm just confused. So I go through like this, get that. Run through like this. Up here like this. Ideally actually hit the paper. Or just pop out and do it there. Like that, but with less missing. Up and around and all the way back. This could totally work. I'll give this one shot, and then we'll take tonight's second break. Succeed or fail. Also, I do have 20 shots and only 6 delivery targets, so like... I do have a little bit of leeway with my aim. Shoot. Awesome. All right. I did it. Alright, we're gonna take tonight's second 5-minute break here. Please use this time to refill your beverage, go to the bathroom, anything that would take you about 5 minutes. I will see you shortly. I return once more after approximately 4 minutes instead of 5. But, like, who's counting? Okay, so this shows my, my missions. Freya, Kirsten really needs to know her place. She's being so full of herself since she got that art prize for yet another abstract grayscale oil mess on canvas. I give it a head pats. Could you head over to Tiliagard and pop that ego of hers and bring me some of her prizes? Hugs and kisses, Enid. Talking to your daughter and using your given name and not, like, your title, Mom, just feels so soulless to me. Fire alarm, wired alarm boxes. I like how the objectives actually have, like, since Enid is jealous, rather than just what to do. Okay, there's a few different ones. One looks like it's in that truck, so I should be able to just move it over. Yeah, I just think it's kind of interesting that, you know, the emotion is there. Oh, it's a broken down truck. It is still wired up to a thing, though. That's fine, it just means I need to tow the truck. Or drive it regardless of it not having as many wheels as it would like. Which sounds like less effort overall. Just takes a bit of effort. Little bit of making the gas pedal on the floor kiss. It's okay though. This is fine. This is no longer fine. This thing looks powerful. Do I have cables? Yes, I do. Oh, there's two different cockpits. Interesting. With thrusters help, potentially, if I had any. But I don't. Let's just put this here. Just anchor it in place a little bit. So now I gotta do that all over again. Gosh dang it. At least I see a monster truck. Let's see, what's going on over here? I do see a crane thing, so maybe I can run up the crane. I always enjoy getting to run up the crane. Looks like it's up there. More cables. Excellent. Here we are. There's one up there, one down there. I know that I can jump down there. Now when I end up back here, I maybe climb this tower and like jump down there to end it. I wonder why I have both a blowtorch and the jackhammer. I feel like they kind of occupy the same niche. I'm sure I'll figure it out in time. I could use the blowtorch to set things on fire, I suppose. I wonder if this is one of those things where I can take down the building without actually breaking the thing. Kind of like that one tower that I thought that I couldn't do that, but then I could. This feels like you going hiking with a pickaxe. Don't admit to anything criminal on my stream, please, for your sake. Yes, exactly, just like that. You totally didn't do anything criminal. Wink. You're an axolotl, not a fox. This is typecasting. Ignore the fact that I'm literally doing crimes right this very second. Okay, I suspect that I can, in fact, take this house down without setting off the alarm. Just a hunch. Right, that can go there. Nice and easy to get to. Nobody will ever know. You suppose the jackhammer's gonna be nice and levels with fire alarms? You mean like this one? Ah, Market League Gold, welcome. Pleased to make your acquaintance. I'm in the Art Vandals expansion. Or, is expansion the right word? Extra campaign? I'm doing Art Vandals. Oh, this thing can, like, turn. I didn't realize that. trying to think of the best way to approach this. That would also explain why there's like these things to brace it, if it can go off to the side like this. I'm not sure if I'm prepared to call this a success, but we haven't failed yet. I just had to say something, didn't I? Okay, like that. That's good. That's good. Stay there. Please, stop. If we could just kind of hold you gently in place like this. Well, fear not, I have long since made peace with the fact that, like, everything I say is a direct invitation to the forces of comedic timing. This is fine. Okay, perhaps I reinforce this thing on the inside. Just a little bit of that, see if that helps. I may not be doing this efficiently, or indeed at all, but I really can't think of a but here. Stay there. Stay in place. If I can just kind of like pinch you into place with the arm, that works for me. It's not the world's most elegant solution. Nor is it elegant really by any definition of the word. But I am moving it. And the alarm hasn't gone off yet. I don't like how stretched that cable is getting. Let's gently pick this up and put it back. Trees, once again, my nemesis. How can such spindly little branches exert such inexorable strength? Imagine hiring, like, a demolition company or a construction company or a millionaire's teenage daughter, and you just see this happening. Like, I feel like at a certain point you have to, like, start questioning certifications. Right, you know what? I'm prepared to just work with this. Never mind. The messed up thing is, this was working the first time that I did it. And then I overdid it and I kind of lost it. And now I'm struggling to do it again. Alright, you know what? This works. Maybe I just had to take enough mass off the truck that it, stopped wanting to go down more than it wanted to go up. That's probably what it was. This is fine. Okay, let's, how much can I take off of this? Or it gets mad at me. I'll also keep that there so that it's more inclined to stay up there. I'm pretty sure I can't saw trucks in half. Or jackhammer, as the case may be. But I can't get a lot of this stuff off of it. This is probably fine. And then I overdid it. Yeah, that's kind of on me. Actually, it's entirely on me. There's literally nobody else involved that I could possibly blame. But that's okay. I'm willing to take accountability for things that I've actually done. The hard part is simply proving it. I am not willing to make that part easy. So... let's see how this goes. I wonder which bit is weighing it down so much, because, like, it kind of was earlier, just kind of, like, going straight up. Like, which bit has to come off for it to stop being so heavy? Oops. Maybe it's the cabin? I think cabin is the right word for it. The bit where you get in and drive. I don't want to accidentally, like, detach the bit that I put the cable on. But if I can reduce the weight of the overall thing, that'd be great. Still not quite. Though that does seem to have helped actually quite a bit. Maybe I just need to take a good portion of the floor off as well. feel like I'm dramatically over-engineering something that could have been done with, like, one cable and a tow truck. But at this point, I'm committed. Oh, oh, oh. You think a third cable would keep the load level? I guess, but like... Fine. We'll do it the boring way. I wanted to saw a truck in half. Oh well. Even knowing that sawing a truck in half is not possible in this game because the center line of it can't be broken. Is this a Flex Tape commercial? I would love it if somebody sponsored me to, like, destroy things on stream in a video game. It would actually be really funny. Like, imagine if, like, Flex Tape made, like, a Steam Workshop mod for Teardown, and then it was just, like, cause as much damage as possible, and then rebuild it with Flex Tape. That'd be very silly, but also quite Why am I up here? That'd be very silly, but also quite entertaining, I think. Okay, so... we've already lost one of the cables. This is fine. We just have to not lose enough of them that I lose the truck overall. While I safely and legally transport it in, like, the most orthodox manner to approximately here. Excellent. This is fine. Okay, so that's on the ground, that's over here, that's up there. I don't know if there's a quick way up. I could use this thing to make a quick way up. But it's still, like, if I start here, I have to go like that. If I want to go to there... what are the odds that I could do something cheeky with the boats? I kind of feel like what I want to do to finish this off is jump from this tower down here. Though maybe the goal would have been to do something like the total opposite. Like, start over here, then, like, jump down, zip across, climb up here, snag this and the thing in the truck, and then be out of there. That might have been a better idea, actually, in hindsight. What can those big boats do? I'm not seeing any cranes on them, which is usually the thing that you use for shenanigans. But I am seeing potential. I don't know if it's enough potential to get all the way up there, though. I could totally make, like, a bridge across, though. That's totally doable. What are the odds that I can bring this tower down in any capacity? Probably not high. But I ought to at least try. If I were a medieval peasant, I would want to be the one with the modern technology. I'm not suited to be a field laborer. It's white. It's black. If black isn't a color, then what color is black? White or unpainted? Local hero award. The wire on this thing is really long, which makes me recall that time that I dangled a thing. It's like I quite possibly don't have to, climb all the way up the tower. There is that light there. I could potentially jump from there to there, grab that. Not gonna lie, I also kind of fully expected the cable to snap when I dropped it the first time. And then I'd be like, okay, let's put in like a second cable to reinforce it. So... yeah, I can actually just jump here and grab this. True, I could also just shoot the cable. I have options. Let's see, what's going on over here? We've got... #1 Outstanding Citizen Award. This one's also very dangly. It's like I can pull this out here. I could potentially do like a route where like I run up like this. It's like maybe I start here, run over here. There's a boat here that wasn't there before, which makes me think that maybe I used that. It's like maybe I run over here, go down there, grab that, boat over. Maybe I like boat all the way around like this, grab that, up, grab that, up, grab that, up, grab that. Across, grab that, down, grab that, done, maybe? So I can just zip through, grab that. Run around, jump over, grab that. Assuming that I take the boat around, because they've provided me with a boat, which makes me think that I'm able to use the boat without really suffering consequences. And I dangle this one outside as well. Not to the same extent, but kind of. Actually, just straight up yes. Okay. So I come around, I grab this. I want to get kind of in a straight line up like that. This is feeling like a plank moment, especially with 72 of them. Straight up in through here, grab this. Then up in this direction. Release me, voxels. I demand freedom. So I go up like this. That startled me. I see now the downside to the jackhammer. Where am I? Not too far back, okay. Okay, so I grab this. Go around this way. I'm just gonna go in a straight line this way. Plank my way up this way. The Wandering Trader from Minecraft has jump-scared me more than probably any other entity in any game. Including games where, like, the actual, like, point is to get jump-scared. Okay, so we jump through like this. End up in here. Out like this, around like this, up like this. There's propane on the other side of this wall. Like that, yes. So, round like this. I want to go in as straight of a line as possible. Furious that that little bit of metal seems to be indestructible, but whatever. Zip through like this, up like this, grab that. Around like this, up like this, around like this, grab that. So, hypothetically, I can start up there, find a way to get over there quickly, which usually just involves a car moving in a straight line. And then everything else should just kind of fall into place. Maybe I run down the hopper to get over there quickly. That feels like it could work. I sense some strong sibling rivalry here. Envy by Karen Stravik. So, hypothetically, I grab this out like this, just straight across. Golden pallet award. Let's just give it a go and see what happens. I feel like I'm not gonna make this in time. This boat could definitely be substantially faster. I also could have used, like, a proper car instead of the blue tide. Bonus points if it's a furry convention. Cosplaying the Wandering Trader, jump scaring people at a convention. Bonus points if it's a furry convention that you can find llamas. I mean, you don't technically need it to be a furry convention for that. Like, just find people who are cool with the idea of just, like, doing a partner cosplay with you. I'm in the hopper. This is not where I belong. This is for wheat, not foxes. Okay, let's clear this path a little bit so that I'm not getting snagged on branches. I don't think I can affect the ground here, but that's fine, because I don't really need to. Oh, is that tree holding up the thing? I may have just made life harder for myself. I think I did. Yeah, come around like this. That is where the thing is connected, so I gotta be really careful with breaking things away from it. So I zoom around, come down like this. This could be like right here, I guess. Then there could be a car parked right here that is already pointing in the right direction to go that way. Is the monster truck back where I found it? No, it is not. That's where I carved apart the normal truck. There's the monster truck. I could also probably move a faster boat into position, because I've seen some of those around. So I zip along this way. I probably just want to go straight down, so I just carve a hole in the ground here. Unless that doesn't work. Okay, this does. So I drop down like that, come over here. Get these out of the way so I can just grab this thing. I threw that with some force. Then let's get a faster boat here. Like the one that I'm looking at, which I'm pretty sure goes very fast in a straight line. I think I'm thinking of a different one. The one that's like more triangle, like less box. This one. This one's fast. I could also possibly sink those docks to make like a straighter line. This one goes fast. This one goes very fast. It's not the world's most maneuverable boat, but I mostly want it for a straight line, so this is fine. Oh, careful, careful. Please don't break. Okay, if I just gun this thing through the docks, will it punch through them without stopping, or do I have to go around? Okay, it's tearing the boat to pieces on the shoreline that's gonna make it slow down if I do that. But I can't just go through the docks. Alright, alright. This could hypothetically work. I think, maybe. Conceivably. If I get to the other end of this, and I'm not even close to getting it done, I might just call it there for the night. We'll see. What's in here? This looks forbidden. This is making me This is making me want a jackhammer in real life, even though I have absolutely no use for one. I don't do crimes or demolition. At least that you know of. No, I just straight up don't. I'm not gonna pretend that I do. Don't want to get in trouble for something silly. The odds are low, but never zero. And when it comes to me, non-zero odds are a lot higher than they seem sometimes. Alright, let's try this again. Okay, that was... So as I was saying... Let's think. Get into the truck. Go, go, go! Shoot. This is going well, though. I think. I hope. I choose to believe. Okay, preserving a bunch of momentum off of that blue tide is good. Grabbing that first try. Let's go, let's go, let's go. That was less than ideal. Slow down a little bit there, whatever. We dwell on our successes, not our failures. So as I was saying... Sent me at the wrong end, whatever. I'm rolling with it. A little bit of mashy. Never hurt anybody. If I lose by 1/10 of a second, that's why. That could have gone better, but it also could have gone worse. Oh, this is so close to working. What am I missing? It's not like a couple of seconds, it's like several seconds. I'm gonna make this faster. Going all the way around like this feels very slow. If I could do like a really straight line here, but I don't think that's an option. I'm doing a very winding path here, which is usually right for optimization. If I could just relocate this, it would solve kind of like all of my problems at once. But I generally can't do that. Like, even if I detach the bit of wall that it's on, it'll just treat that as, like, getting broken. So who knows, maybe this bit of brickwork is gonna come loose and I'm gonna be like, oh. Gotta be careful not to break the cable in the process. I don't think this will work, but if I don't try, I won't know for certain. What are you still attached to? Okay, that did not work. Is there any chance that I can make this straight shot faster? Because, like, a blue tide jump going like that is already pretty dang fast. I get that, I go up this way. Getting down into there... Maybe if instead of going through the thing, I just go straight through the ceiling of that thing. I could save a few seconds. Probably not the number of seconds that I need, but like a number of seconds. It's worth consideration. If I could make this strip faster, but I don't think that I can. That's like the fastest boat that I think is on the map. Generally speaking, when I'm zigzagging, I feel like I'm not going very fast in a meta sense. Okay, just dropping straight down here looks like it's probably going to be much more effective. Then going through all of that and going around. Alright, alright, alright. Go that way. What could be optimized? Because you have to get that and then get all the way back to my vehicle. Which will take a few seconds. If I had more blue tide, that could probably do it, but like, I don't. I don't even know if I can upgrade my stuff. I know I can find stuff like in the levels. It's like maybe there's just like a crate full of blue tide somewhere. Kind of poking around just in case. Right, jump, jump, preserve a bunch of the momentum, keep going. Keep going, keep going. Grab that. Hit that, go up this way. Drop down like this. Grab this. Going in a straight line through the docks, except it's not really straight at all, it's more like a C, which is like as far from being straight as you can be. But that's okay, because it's Pride Month. Reached on the ceiling a little bit. Ow, 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 ow. Thank you for the apples. They will be healthy. Not quite. I need a bit more. I need quite a bit more. I might just need a new route entirely. This has to end here. This went all the way up here in Narnia is kind of like the problem that I'm facing, I think. If this wasn't here, it would be trivial. You know what occurs to me? You know what just occurred to me? I brought this down. This doesn't have to just come down. This could be like entirely relocated with some effort. And maybe a machine like this one. So if I can relocate that truck, and if I can relocate this entire house thing, then all of a sudden my route might start here, go up through here, come down here, and then just go like that. Like if I don't have to go all the way around like that, that could do it, maybe. Especially if I can find like a way up here, which this crane might provide. So it's like I go across, get up. Yeah. Okay, I probably need a different route where I just relocate the entire building, and that's okay. But we are going to be calling it there for tonight, because it's late for me. Thank you so much for joining me. I really appreciate it each and every time. Next scheduled stream is tomorrow. I beat on Epic on Friday, so I haven't picked a new Monday Friday game. Next time that I'm playing Teardown in particular is going to be on Sunday. I hope you have an absolutely wonderful night. I hope to see you again. Good night.